Collective. This is Debs, and this is your new Moon in Gemini collective reading. I hope everyone is well. Thank you so much for being here. Now, in a vision, I simply saw two people sitting in a room. It was sort of a living area. One person was busy on their phone, and the other person was sat very quietly just watching them. And they were thinking to themselves, is it the right time? Should I say something now? There were several opportunities, but the words just wouldn't come out of this person's mouth. And they thought to themselves, no, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it another few days. Now, I feel this has been going on for months. This could be someone who is ready to leave a relationship but hasn't had the courage to say so. This could be someone who is in a working dynamic with someone else, and it might be the one person wants to say to the other person, I'm sorry, but this business isn't working out. I feel as if I just want to cash in and head off in another direction. It could be a family situation. It could be someone here is realizing they're not on the same page as members of their family. Maybe they've been living with a brother, or they've been living with their parents. And this is this person thinking, I just don't want to be here anymore, but I don't want to be rude, you know? Yeah, I'm feeling a block in my throat chakra. It's as if I'm forcing the words out as I speak. Someone here needs to be honest. Yes. So, collective. This new moon in Gemini, occurring on June the 6th at 8:38 a.m. EDT, will be at 16 degrees and 18 minutes of Gemini. Now is the ideal time to work on our communication skills to clearly express ourselves in a compassionate, diplomatic manner while standing strong in our beliefs. We'll also be learning new forms of expression, whether it's via new technology or simply a desire to write, teach, or mentor. Opening up to the new with curiosity will be of great benefit at this time. This phase will affect those with personal planets and points at approximately 12 to 20 degrees of the mutable signs of Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius most significantly. So collective, if you're ready, let's get into this reading. The deck that I'm using is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Everything you need, guys, as always, is down below. Okay. And let's begin. I don't know why. I'm seeing somebody shredding documents. Whoever this person is has been preparing for this exit for quite a long time. Okay. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the new moon in Gemini for the collective, 6th of June. What do we have for this new moon in Gemini, please, Michael? Thank you. Somebody's now looking around a living room and they're thinking, well, that can go and that can go and I don't need that. And why did I keep that? Somebody has been quietly considering downsizing in preparation for a very big leap out of a situation and into their new future. I'm hearing someone say to themselves, none of this means anything to me anymore. None of this. I'm feeling a lot of emotion coming through. Someone may have been accumulating items during their life, but they're realizing it hasn't made them happy. Something fundamental is missing. Something fundamental is missing. And it's nothing to do with an item. It is just not belonging anymore. This person's changed. This person's changed. Could be a group of you guys out there. You may have changed what you believe is important. you may be realizing that I'm hearing you need a clean sweep. I'm seeing somebody literally vacuuming a carpet, and they're thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't done this for ages. Where did that come from? Oh no, I should have done this a long time ago. Someone here is ready to up and leave, definitely. But the words have been sticking in this person's throat. Really, guys, 10 of Swords, okay. Whoever this person is might have felt controlled by other people, held in place by other people, and they are simply deciding it is time to stand up and express what they really think. But what they really want to say, they know may come as a shock. So this is someone who's been trying to think of how to word something, because they don't want to leave a situation feeling as if they've thrown a hand grenade and people are sitting in the rubble. Even though this person may have felt mistreated, they know within themselves that they don't want to mistreat in return. This is someone extremely mature, but they've kind of had enough. This is someone who may have been controlled, kept small by other people. This is someone who's just coped with a lot without saying anything. Whoever this person is, they're about to break out of this box that they have been confined in. Again, could have been a state of mind, could have been a sense of playing victim in the nicest sense. I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and take it. I'm hearing it starts with the environment. Three of Cups, okay. We could have a situation where we've got a family dynamic. Why do I feel as if these three people have been controlling, manipulating, backstabbing whoever this is? I'm getting a lot of gossip, tittle-tattle, bitchiness. I'm sorry that word's come through. And whoever this is has had it. They've just had it. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Now we've got women shown here, but this could very well be a guy and three other guys. It's just symbolism. But the overall energy is whoever this person represents, they are finally finding their voice. In the past, Five of Cups, yeah, whoever this person is felt a disconnect a long time ago. Maybe this is someone who felt they didn't fit in the environment. They weren't the same as the people around them. This is somebody who may have struggled to find their niche. This is someone who may have simply moved into a place of potentially overindulgence to hide a deep disquiet within them. I'm having a miserable day, so I'm going to go shopping, right? Or I hate my job, so I'm going to book a luxury holiday. At least I can afford it, you know? Whatever this person did, it was to hide a lot of confusion and unhappiness deep down that they were sort of burying under the weight of materialism. They thought that it would work, but it hasn't. It hasn't. After that time, after they recognized that they weren't happy, they tried to seek comfort in the things that they had purchased. Items in a property, nice pieces of jewelry, a great car. This is someone who thought to themselves, okay, well, I know I'm not living a life that I want to live, but I don't feel I can change it. So I'm going to cover this sense of feeling left out in the cold with things. But I feel this person still felt very alone, very disconnected. And they were also aware that there were 2 or 3 people around them who might have been backstabbing them on the quiet, laughing at them behind their back. Because whoever this person is that I'm channeling here, this is someone who was a little bit different. It could have been in their appearance. It could have been in their opinions, their beliefs. They knew they were different. They might have tried to hide that for a long period of time. But their true self kept coming to the surface, and they realized that they wanted to embrace their true self rather than trying to fit in. But they didn't have the courage to step outside the box in the immediate past. What this person's thinking about is the past. This is someone who may have recognized parental programming. This is someone who may have realized that their parents did the best they could, but they weren't allowed to fly freely. They had to follow beliefs, opinions, schedules, a way of doing things, processes. They've been looking back, whoever this person is, and is realizing that those that they believed would support them, be there for them, actually aren't. And it might have been a bit of a sharp wake-up call. Something has happened recently, and whoever this person is realizing they are totally on their own. And it has been something that they've struggled to come to terms with, but now they're ready to make the final cut. This is someone, as I've said, who I feel has been quietly thinking in their mind how they're going to do this, what they would say. If this is someone who needed to leave an environment, what would they take with them? Maybe this is someone who's already beginning to filter out what they don't want and protect what they do want. Getting free of maybe material items, maybe even giving away material things, selling things that they don't need, because there's a sense that when they up and leave, they don't want to have a lot of baggage to deal with. It's going to be easier to detach if they don't have so much to manage. In the immediate future, justice. I feel this is someone who is standing up for what they believe in. They may feel that by speaking their truth is going to bring them a sense of justice. I have been meaning to say this for the longest time. I didn't know how to say it, but I've got to say it now. I don't think this is someone who's going to come out with a lot of anger. I don't think this is someone who's sitting in any bitter, vengeful energy, but this is someone who wants to have the courage to speak their mind and then very calmly just detach. Very calmly just detach, walk away. Knowing that it's the right time to do this. Now, this could be in June. It could stretch, Michael's telling me, as far into the future as the end of the year. The next few months are going to be crucial. You are slowly disentangling yourself from a situation, a person, a group of people who've made it very clear that you're on the outskirts anyway. And this is you thinking, well, if I don't have support from this person or people, if I'm on the outskirts anyway, if I'm not appreciated, loved, supported, accepted in the situation, then I should completely sever the ties. In this person's fears, the Three of Swords, there is a sense that when they do this, I was going to say if they do this, Michael corrected me, when they do this, They could cause upset and heartbreak to themselves. And I know this sounds awful to say this, guys, but what I'm feeling is whoever I'm connecting here with knows that deep down, the people that they are thinking of disconnecting from are not going to be upset. They may almost feel a sense of relief. Okay, we don't have to deal with this person anymore. We don't have to accept this person anymore. They've always been a bit of a black sheep. We're sort of glad that they've gone their own way. So this is a little bit of a difficult energy to deal with, because what you're fearing is you will have to cope with the realization that you will not be missed. Okay? And that's tough. Whoever is in the environment collective is sitting in the energy of the moon. Again, a person or group of people who have been hiding what they really think about you, about your life, about the way you live your life, about your opinions. This is a person or group of people who have kept a lot under wraps, but I feel as if there's been a lot of chat behind the scenes, quietly, without you knowing it. Although intuitively you may have picked up that this person or group of people may have gossiped about you to others. You may have thought that to them you were a little bit of a joke, and it might have cut very deep. But this is a group of people or a person who might have smiled to your face, pretended that they cared, pretended that they supported you, when underneath, I don't feel this person was in touch with their emotion at all. I don't know why. This could be a person or again a group who was sunk so far down in conditioning they didn't actually know anything else. They accepted that's what their life was. I don't feel you accepted that's what your life would be. And this is why now you're sort of making a break for freedom. In your hopes, hoping to have the courage to tell whoever this is exactly how you feel. I'm hearing in a neutral tone of voice, right? Trying to push down your emotions, trying not to feel angry, trying not to feel upset, neutral. Whoever I'm connecting here with, that seems to be very important. It's almost as if you feel that if you allow yourself to get emotional about this, you won't go through with speaking your truth. And you know it's time that you need to. The final card collective is, not surprised. 4 Swords. This is a feeling of relief. This is you able to plan a new future. And look how light this energy is. The heaviness has gone, the burden's gone, the sense of being controlled, the sense of having to follow everybody else's rules. It's just gone. At this point, it's gone. Clarification, 4 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is you very unhappy in a situation where someone may have wanted to hang on to you for their own benefit. Or this is you detaching, realizing that the situation isn't going to improve. And for some of you, you may even be consolidating or looking at your finances. And it could relate to you knowing that this detaching is also going to mean a physical move. The 4 of Cups. This is the energy of you feeling no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you view the situation from different angles, you don't feel any different. You still feel a sense that you're hanging on to something that is draining you emotionally. and that other people are hiding how they truly feel, and that's upsetting you. Whoever is sitting in the energy of the moon, judgment, okay. Sag energy. Whoever this person is has made a decision to hide something from you. So this is someone who might have kept a secret from you. This may be someone who is needing to face Judgment Day. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Now, collective, this could have been someone, if this is a romantic partnership, who hung on to you because you were the provider, whilst not being terribly nice about you behind your back, and you found this out. This could be a boss who simply didn't appreciate you, sitting on the Ten of Pentacles, forcing you to work long hours. And this could be you realizing that you were the only person having to do that. Other people in the company weren't asked to work the hours that you work. This could be a sense of discrimination. If this is a family dynamic, you've realized that there was obviously favoritism going on here. One person here, or a group of people, were financially supported, loved, cherished, accepted, whereas you may have felt pushed out, the black sheep. It might be because they didn't understand you. It may be because they always felt a strange camaraderie with those that were like-minded. Maybe those that were very happy sitting in the matrix system, right? So this is you now realizing that there's no point in hanging on to a situation which is actually making you feel worse. This is you realizing that to gain back your peace of mind, your inner tranquility, your emotional balance, and your sense of self-respect, you should finally cut that cord. Finally, it's time. I think you've been teetering on the edge. I think you've stayed longer than you thought you would. Now is the time to stand up and again, very calmly, speak your piece. So you have no regrets. You won't be looking back thinking, oh my goodness, I lost it. I said some horrible things. I shouldn't have said that. No, this is you thinking very carefully about, I'm hearing your final words. Wow. Because I don't think for some of you, you intend on communicating with this person or group of people from a specific point of time. It's going to be a clean cutoff. That's it. All right, let's move these cards over. I want to have a little bit more space. So guys, underneath the deck we have, the Ten of Wands. You simply can't do this anymore. You may feel as if you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. I feel for most of you it's psychological, it's emotional. You may have been struggling financially. I'm hearing again the word discrimination. Two of Pentacles. You may have felt that whilst you were struggling, people stood back and kept their distance. They didn't offer to help. They didn't move towards you with any compassion. Again, it could have been financially, it could have been emotionally. But once again, smiling to your face, but doing absolutely nothing to alleviate your situation. Nine of Wands. It may be you felt as if you've gone through a battle and you've gone through a battle on your own. And again, no one standing beside you to support you, to help uplift you, to let you know that you don't have to do this alone. This was you realizing at some point that no one was going to catch you if you fell. And for some of you, that was a little bit of a shocking realization. So guys, the positive energy coming through for you, because I'm hoping that that is what is going to come through, is that once you have detached, once you have broken free, once you've had the courage to speak your mind, you are not going to look back. There's going to be a sense of relief. There's going to be a sense that finally you've said what you've been keeping inside for the longest time. And I don't think you're going to be looking back with regret, because you have been carefully thinking about how you were going to word this final conversation. Wow. Okay. All right, collective. Are you ready? Archangel Michael, what is the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Cups? Whoever we're dealing with here, this is you feeling as if your wings were clipped. You couldn't fly free. You might have felt vulnerable. You might have worried about the consequences of disconnecting from whomever this is, from whomever this was. I feel as if I should make that final cut, but it's a little bit frightening to do it, right? Page of Swords. This is you thinking, I know that I'm ready to speak my truth because I've become aware that I'm not supported. I've become aware that people have been working against me. And I think there was a deep sense of internal sadness about that. Yeah. The Tower. I think for the longest time you hung on to the situation. It might be it gave you a small amount of emotional stability. Well, I'm linked to this group of people, or I'm married to this person, or I've been in this company for the last 10 years. You hung on to this, but what you're realizing now, whatever structure this was, has completely broken down. No matter how much you cling on to this, it is already done. And whoever you were connecting to have already emotionally left the building. The Strength card. You've been holding back from taking action for quite a long time. But you know you need to, because with the energy of the devil, this has now become toxic. You know, this is you having to play nice with people who you know have belittled you, betrayed you, backstabbed you. For some of you, hidden the fact that they were actually working against you. You've been trying to ignore that. I don't think you can ignore it anymore. And I think for whoever I'm connecting with, you've got too much self-respect to cope with people that you may have realized, and this is harsh, guys, but this is what I'm getting, you realized were two-faced. Acted as if they supported you, friendly to your face. Oh yes, of course we care about you, but then slandered your name behind your back. Were really unpleasant about you when you weren't there. And this is painful. So collective, in the past, 5 of Cups. A deep sense of knowing that you just didn't belong anymore. You just didn't belong. But again, you stood at crossroads, not quite ready to make that final cut, not quite ready to speak your truth. But there was a deep sense of disappointment. I can't believe that I'm in this situation, right? High Priestess. You intuited that there wasn't any support a while ago, but I think you blotted it out. And you didn't say anything. You kept your sadness. You kept your sadness and disappointment to yourself. And I think to cope with that realization, you simply moved into the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. Now, some of you may have overworked to the point of exhaustion, just buried your head in work. I just want to forget the situation I'm in. For others of you, you may have ended up buying things you really didn't need because it was almost a sense of security for you. Well, if I've got a great car, it's worth the pain. Well, if I buy a really expensive outfit, at least I feel good in it. It gave you some kind of kudos. I am successful even though other people are belittling me, leaving me out in the cold, not supporting me. At least I feel as if I'm successful, right? But whoever you are, you may be coming to the realization now that you can't live like that. It's as if psychologically you're in this really high tower, you're surrounded by luxury, but you're totally alone. I think for some of you, you've been like that for quite a long time. And this is you deciding to shift into a different energy. Rather than sitting there, clutching hold of what you have because you don't feel you've got anyone around you to give you that comfort that you need. I think you're deciding to let go of that which you've kept hold of and to move in a completely different direction. You're almost saying to yourself, okay, if it is just me, then I need to release the baggage. I need to make this final cut and give myself a new lease of life, a sense of freedom, liberation. And that's what you're deciding to do. But in the immediate past, because you were upset, you clutched hold of your safety blanket, you know? Yeah, that's what you did. Unbelievable. And we've got someone sitting in a high tower, right? As long as I disconnect from my emotions and just concentrate on me, I'm going to be okay. But there was a sense of being alone, feeling by yourself, feeling a little bit nervous about the future, whilst other people might have been betraying you behind your back or gossiping about you for no good reason, jeering at you, maybe because you were different, maybe because you had different ideals and opinions. Maybe for some of you, you've got an unusual profession. Maybe you look very different. Whatever this was, there was a sense of, I have to take care of myself, because what I'm realizing here is no one, when the chips are down, are going to be looking after me. And I think you're still reeling from that shock. This, for instance, guys, could be you losing your job, right? And you always thought, well, you know, at least I've got mum and dad at home. At least I can stay home for a few weeks and get myself back on my feet. You may have had a very sharp pushback. No, I'm sorry you're not coming home. No, I'm sorry you've lost your job, but no. And it might have been upsetting. This might have been you working in the same company for 10 years. You thought that your co-workers had turned into friends, only to realize that there may have been a lot of gossip behind your back, and it's floored you. This could have been you living with a partner. You may have found that your partner had done something deceptive behind your back, or worse, you may have found out that your partner had been ridiculing you behind your back to other people, complaining about you to their friends, whilst pretending that they were the loving, doting partner. And this is you suddenly realizing what's been going on. So what you're thinking about, guys, is the Six of Cups. There is, at this present time, a strange sense of nostalgia. Even though you haven't completely detached as yet, this is you having already emotionally made that disconnect. You're already thinking about the past, knowing what you're about to do. I remember the good times. I remember a certain sense of community, family. I remember there were those times. They're not anymore, but you're trying to remember the good times. When you felt connected, when you felt supported, when you felt part of a dynamic. You're remembering the good times. You're remembering the Ten of Cups. There were some good times. But this is you knowing that you're ready to move on. So collective, in the immediate future, the Justice card and the Moon. We've got a lot of major arcana in this reading. You are finally going to speak your piece with compassion. I don't think you're going to raise your voice. I don't feel this is you wanting somebody else's viewpoint. This is not going to be a series of questions. It is going to be a statement. And then you're just going to go. You feel that by speaking your piece is going to bring you some kind of internal balance. You may feel also it's justified for you to do this, but you're consciously not wanting to slip into the energy of anger, bitterness, revenge, any type of that energy, because you know that when you look back, you may regret it. And there's nothing worse than saying something impulsively, knowing that you can't take it back. For some of you, you may even have quietly rehearsed what you're going to say. It could be a face-to-face conversation. It could be that you put how you feel in a letter or an email. But you're determined to do this so whoever this person is or group of people understand your point of view and what you feel you've had to cope with and why you're making the serious decision to let go, just to release them. Now, whoever you're going to be communicating with is sitting in the energy of the Moon. This is someone who's facing Judgment Day for sitting on the Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who may have left you out in the cold financially. Or this is someone who knows that they could have stepped up. They know that they should have done more to help you, but they didn't. They're sitting in the energy of fear, understanding that you are about to release them. I feel they already know that you're making a really serious judgment call to leave them behind. Okay? So Archangel Michael, when do we have the energy of the Justice card and the Moon for the collective? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing mid-July. Okay, guys. 14th of July through until 21st of July. So we have about a week. It may be that this is you picking a specific time. It could be a time when a group of people are in one area. You're picking your moment. That's what I feel, collective. What are you going to say to this person or group of people? What are you going to say? The Five of Swords, yeah. You may say to whoever this is that you felt that when you needed them, they weren't there. And it shocked you and it upset you. Wow. 2 5s. It may well be that you say to this person or people, you know, when I was going through a really tough time financially, I thought you had my back and you weren't there. You may say to them that you've had sleepless nights. You felt as if whoever this is spied on you, tried to figure out what you were thinking, what you were going to do. You may say to this person, I didn't feel my life was my own. I felt there was a lot of gossip and slander behind my back. And so, out of a sense of feeling pushed out, unwanted, unappreciated, unsupported, you are leaving. You're going. Yeah. 7 of Wands. And I think you're going to put up very strong boundaries. What else are you saying? Guys, it's going to be emotional. What I'm hearing is, thank you for the memories. There were some good memories. Thank you for the memories. Wow, this is going to be very emotional for someone. Let's have a look at whoever is sat in the energy of the moon. What are they thinking about? What are they thinking about? Okay, 6 of Pentacles. That they may have breadcrumbed you, given a lot to one person and left you in a difficult situation. It could even have been financially. This is also someone who may have been gossiping behind your back, gossiping with other people. This is someone with the 3 of Pentacles who may have even worked with other people to sort of feather their own nest somehow, believing that you would never find out, believing that you'd never cotton on, believing that you wouldn't know what they were doing behind closed doors. Wow, people. 7 of Swords. They withheld something from you, or they could even have taken something that was yours, thinking that you wouldn't notice or thinking that you wouldn't say anything. Maybe they saw you as someone who wouldn't want to ruffle feathers, someone who wouldn't stand up for themselves. Well, I think you are now, and that's the surprise. Knight of Swords. This is someone who's become aware that you figured something out, and they're actually coming at you with a lot of harsh words. But collective, it's because they've realized you found out the truth. And this is someone sitting in a lot of guilt. This is someone sitting in regret. Because what they're realizing is it's too late. It's too late. This is someone who doesn't want to accept the truth, which is they've lost you. They've lost you. What is the energy between these two? Ace of Swords. So collective, this is done. This is a clean break. Very calmly, you're going to speak your piece. Expect this person to suddenly get emotional or angry or say to you, you don't know what you're talking about, because you know the truth. And this is you moving yourself through the Death card, major change and transformation, closing out the cycle into this beautiful 4 of Swords. You're free of the drama, the manipulation, the control, the lies. You're free of it. You're free. It may be the best night's sleep you've had for a long time. So, let's finish this reading. Let's have a look at your future. I think, collective, you're going to start with putting together a plan in your mind. The Hangman, yeah. You're going to put together a plan. You're looking at things very differently. You're seeing the bigger picture, getting a broader perspective, seeing the wood for the trees. Seeing the wood for the trees. Eight of Pentacles. You're going to let your creative side take flight. For some of you, you may be leaving a job and starting your own business. For others of you, you're going to be using your creativity in order to balance your finances, concentrating on your own foundation. You're going to be looking at the practicalities. You may be talking also to people in your community. You could be learning something new. You could be putting a specific process in place. This could be you moving through the divorce process from a partner. Well, okay, now I know I'm moving in a different direction. I have to look at the logistics. Seeing the bigger picture, concentrating on my finances. Okay, what do I need to do now? You may be almost writing a checklist in your mind. Eight of Wands. You may even be talking to someone very seriously about moving to a different area. If this is you leaving a job, you could be trying to find a job in another area. If you're leaving a relationship, you may not want to bump into your ex. And so this is you deciding to move to a different city, different town, different state. This is you moving onwards and upwards. Beautiful energy, guys. With the King of Swords, you may be talking to someone about documents, paperwork, legalities, permits. This is you getting your life reorganized because you're shifting in a completely different direction. This is actually a very exciting time for you, whoever you are out there. Yes, because you are in full manifestation mode. You know that you have all the tools you need to create a new life. You may be sort of teetering on the edge, feeling a little bit nervous. You may be in survival mode, but it's going to give you the impetus to push forward. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, Ace of Wands. You may surprise yourself how many bright ideas you come up with. Because when you feel as if it's just you, right? I've got to make this work. I've got to create a new life. Your mind goes into overdrive. And you automatically find yourself thinking outside the box. Okay, I'm in this situation. What can I do here? You may feel surprisingly energetic at this point of time, even though this is you thinking to yourself, wow, I've done it. I'm on my own here. You're going to be stepping into your creativity. What can I do with what I have, you know? The world. You may be connecting with different groups of people all over the world. You could be setting up a business online. You may be, again, relocating, moving to a different area, a different environment. I feel the divine is with you all the way on this, all the way. And there is going to be some good news, some good luck coming your way. The wheels are going to start moving in your favor. This is good karma coming to you. Again, the divine is helping you shift yourself forward onto this new path. And with the energy of the star, this is hope for the future. This is healing. And there will be some strange kind of wish that's fulfilled. It could simply be total peace of mind. It could be success in a new venture. It could be you loving the fact that you're somewhere new. This is also you releasing the past and again creating, manifesting a brand new life. So collective, it's been quite a long reading, but I'm going to be asking Archangel Michael for his final message of guidance, okay? Here we go. Archangel Michael, may we have your final closing message of guidance for the collective, new moon in Gemini. Thank you, Michael, for the collective. Perfect. Collective. New beginnings and a fresh start. And the prayer reads, thank you for bringing new opportunities and for offering support and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. The angels, the archangels, the ascended masters are around you at this point of time, giving you the courage and confidence to release the past and look to your future. The future's bright. So collective, I'm leaving the reading there. Enjoy this new moon in Gemini, and I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon. Bye now.